A staggering 80% of us will end up experiencing lower back pain, and the bad news is that it only tends to get worse and more frequent as we age, put on weight, and adopt an increasingly sedentary lifestyle. But the good news is that there are 3 simple steps you can take that will not only bring you lasting relief, but will also decrease the likelihood of your experiencing lower back pain in the first place. And it's the combination of all 3 of these steps that will truly set us up for the fastest and most effective results. Now, before we jump into the steps, let's understand what's actually happening in our lower back when it hurts. Think of your lower back as the unsung hero of your body. It's kind of like the middle child, stuck between its tough older sibling, the ribcage protected upper spine, and its younger sibling, the lowest part of the spine, which is shielded by the pelvis. Now, our middle child, the lower back, doesn't have this kind of protective shell, and yet it's handed an absolutely mammoth task. Just imagine having to carry around the weight of the body's entire upper half, all while supporting every little movement that happens above the waist. So every time you pick up a package, every time you brush your teeth, every time you slouch on the couch, your lower back is on the job. It's like being the only one doing all the heavy lifting during a group project. And all this workload converges on what we call the lumbar spine, making this area more susceptible to wear and tear in your muscles, ligaments, tendons, and the shock-absorbing intervertebral discs that all work together to keep your lower back running smoothly. But don't worry, reinforcements are on the way, because while we cannot directly strengthen our spine, we can empower the nearby muscles to provide better flexibility and stability to support our lower spine. So our first action item is all about stretching the right muscles to boost flexibility and sustain functional movement in the lower spine. I've got a fantastic stretch for you to try, and it's actually a 2-for-1 deal. So start by sitting down anywhere you feel comfortable, with one leg extended and the other bent. Now we'll play a game of opposites. So grab your bent knee with the opposite hand, and then extend the other arm at a diagonal, leaning over your extended leg. Think of yourself as a graceful archer, pulling back the bowstring on your inhale, and then releasing the arrow with a deep exhale as you return to your starting position and twist the upper body towards your bent knee. Try doing 10 repetitions of this stretch and see if you can reach and twist just a millimeter further each time. Don't forget to do the other side, and for extra brownie points, see if you can repeat this set of 10 stretches 3 times throughout your day. This stretch is kind of like a jack of all trades because it combines a lateral flexion stretch with a twisting stretch for those all-important lower back muscles, including our sneaky QL muscle, which is one of the main culprits for lower back pain. But of course, stretching alone is not the magic solution. We also need to strengthen our muscles. And it probably won't surprise you here to learn that not just any muscles will do the job. If you frequently experience lower back pain, it's probably at least in part because your lower back is doing more work than it should. In other words, because those lower back muscles are picking up the slack for other muscles in the body that are being just a little bit lazy. The most likely lazy muscles of all are the ones directly on the opposite side of the body from the lower back, the core muscles. So here's a simple exercise for you that, pardon the pun, packs a real punch. Sit up straight somewhere you feel comfortable, and then imagine that someone is about to give you a hard punch right in the stomach. Now, this will probably already make you instinctively start to contract your core, but I want you to take things even further. So draw your belly button in, squeeze your glutes, and use every muscle you have to hollow out the abdomen and round through the lower back. Hold this tight pose for a count of 5, and then exhale, relax, and release to your neutral starting position. Remember our magic number, go for 10 repetitions, 3 times a day for those extra brownie points. So now we've unlocked a top-notch stretch and a powerhouse exercise, but there's still a piece missing from our lower back pain puzzle. And stay with me here, because to the unindoctrinated, this might sound a little bit weird. So more recently, new studies have been done around the science of pain, which have given us new insights as to what actually causes pain and what brings fast relief. And the biggest twist of all is this: it is not actually your lower back that hurts. In fact, your lower back can't hurt all by itself simply because it's not a sentient being. Rather, it's your central nervous system, your brain, that is sending you a message telling you your lower back hurts. So when you have a negative mindset, like if you're feeling grumpy or scared or angry, you're much more likely to feel your pain amplify, as your central nervous system is acting like an overactive security guard, constantly on the lookout for things that could be going wrong right now. But there's actually a silver lining here, because what this means is that we can actually regain some control over our suffering by training and rewiring our brain through what we call a positive pain mindset. Essentially, your brain needs to trust that pain relief is possible, rather than resigning itself to some sort of never-ending pain saga. Now, different techniques will work best for different people here, so things like visualization, distraction, and relaxation can all be part of a toolkit. But here's a simple hack for you to kick things off. So right before you dive into your daily stretches and exercises, take just about 30 seconds to sit still with your eyes closed, breathing deeply, and relaxing your entire body. As you're doing this, picture yourself absolutely nailing the exercises you're about to do to reset your lower back to a pain-free state. And then open your eyes, begin your exercise, and continuously think to yourself the word reset anytime doubt, fear, or pain start to take over. And if you're feeling bold, you can even say that word out loud. Of course, fixing lower back pain isn't just about doing one stretch and one exercise forever, which is why you should click right here to join this free 3-day challenge where we can practice together for 10 minutes a day to finally bring you lasting relief.